I want you to know that wherever I go back. This time, I don't even know what that song I'm singing, bro. Ayo, what's up, Royal Babies? Boss King, baby, back here with another video. I don't know why I did that. But anyways, bro, y'all see today, bro, we just did in New Zealand. Amazing facts, y'all go check that out. Show love to the New Zealanders. To the New Zealanders. Like, show love to New Zealand. Now we got Australia, bro. Y'all make sure y'all hit this like button. You know what I'm saying? Because we show love to Australia too. So we got 10 amazing facts about Australia. I'm saying, let's just get into it. Let's find out about it. We know what this is about. Let's go. Before we get into it, y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join the Real Babies, the biggest, illest, the fittest, dopest family of the internet. Let's go. And I spit that shit fast. You heard, bro? 10, 9, 8, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. This one is loud.
Yeah. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. As we return to our trip around the globe, we're stopping in a rather revered country, one that many wish to see.
I'll be there. I'm going. As
we digitally travel to the land down under, we're going to meet 300 jolly surfers. We'll see what Mama's got cooking for all your Wally siblings. We'll yabber about some boomers, and we promise there isn't a Buckley's chance you'll be disappointed. This video, as Australians would call it, is the Dinky D. Number 10, Australia's innovations. Many people likely don't associate Australia with innovations, or really anything outside of kangaroos, but the country has been home to some great innovators. Some of the earliest inventors were Australia's Aboriginal population, who invented the boomerang some 10,000 years ago.
That shit really worked, bro. I've never had a boomerang. You know what I'm saying? But that shit really come back. I gotta know what's the science behind that shit.
In the 20th century alone, Australian inventors were churning out products that we still use on a regular basis today, such as notepads, configured by stationer J.A. Burchell, Dr. David Warren's Black Box flight recorder, and the Power Strip, originally developed by Peter Talbot. Other notable firsts include the first feature-length film, The Story of the Kelly Gang, the first refrigerator, and more.
I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that. Just to know, it might be boring, obviously, because it's like the first film.
First refrigerator, and more locally used items like the didgeridoo, a wooden musical instrument. For the girls watching,
I thought it's a bong. Ayo, I'm sorry. I love Australia, but I thought it's a bong.
You know those Ugg boots you love so much? Yep, that's right. Thank Australia the next time you slip them on.
God damn.
Number 9, famous Australians. Sure, we all know Heath Ledger, Jeffrey Rush, Cate Blanchett, Paul Hogan, Nicole Kidman, Hugh Jackman, and Mel Gibson as certified Australians. But there's more that hails from down under than great Hollywood talent. 2000 Sydney Olympic winner Kathy Freeman, who took gold in the 400-meter run,
I'm sorry. I go fast.
Did her country proud, as did 1973 Nobel Prize winner Patrick White. Radios blast out tunes from the country's musical stars, Keith Urban, Kylie Minogue, and Olivia Newton-John, as our eyes are treated to works of art by artists such as Brett Whiteley, Pearl Hart, and Norman Lindsay. Let's also not forget the stunning personality of Steve Irwin, who personified Australia for much of the world. Number 8, Australian cuisine. Don't let Outback Steakhouse...
That Australian cuisine, bro, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how it tastes, but I'll be there for it.
Australian cuisine is far more interesting than a blossoming tray of onions and steaks. In fact, for a restaurant that prides itself on its down-under style, it's missing a well-known Australian staple, Vegemite. Beyond the yeasty food,
so it's not a single dish. It's like a restaurant.
Taste. Indigenous and more traditional Australians are known to dine on the witchetty grub, a wood-eating larvae. Should an almond-tasting insect not whet your appetite, maybe something sweeter like lamington or smokier like barbecued snags will hit
I'm saying.
Those crazy Aussies are also known for their love for meat pies, macadamia nuts, fantalis, Tim Tams,
I'm getting those meat pies
and biscuits. Number 7.
Bro, the Aussies, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got me hungry now, bro.
7. Tourist attractions in Australia.
Alright.
As you should and can expect with any country you've yet to travel to, Australia is home to quite an array of attractions and sites worth making the trip for. One of its more notable buildings is the Sydney Opera House, a venue for concerts, local theater, and so much more. History buffs may
So
enjoy
I'm gonna start rapping for you, alright? And I start singing R&B and rap. I'm gonna fill up this place. You're gonna see. You know? I don't know why I got all these ideas coming in now when I'm watching this shit. Australia is just like the
for
place. You know what I'm
concerts,
saying?
local theater,
It's
and
the
so
place.
much more. History buffs may enjoy visiting the Shrine of Remembrance, which was built to commemorate and honor the 19,000 Victorians that perished during the First World War.
Ayo.
Thalassophobics are going to
R.I.P.
want to stay away from the Great Barrier Reef, but anyone with a keen interest in nature should get a kick out of this system of 2,900 reefs and 900 islands.
Dang.
Additional attractions include
Dang.
Port Jackson, Blue
900.
Mountain, Tasmania, and the Great Ocean Road. Number 6. Australia's wildlife. We may have seen some of Australia's indigenous wildlife.
Y'all got some crazy stuff there, like especially the venomous stuff. Y'all got some crazy stuff.
Tucked safely within some cave, but there's nothing like seeing them in their natural habitat. Critters like the Tasmanian devil, a tiny creature Mel Blanc turned into a whirlwind of a beast, or the equally cute
I just think they actually spin around. Do they? I don't think so.
bat. We'd be doing a disservice to not name the expected
Kangaroo.
animals like the kangaroo, koala, or baby-eating dingo. But we also don't want to
But I remember I saw clips when there was like the wildfires in 2020. It was actually sad when I saw all these like animals like with people trying to rescue them. It was sad, bro.
leave out the tiny kookaburra or the long-nosed fur seal found on the southern coast of Australia. There is, of course, the myriad of deadly creatures like the cone snail, cassowary, stonefish, just to name a few.
Dang.
Oh, and how did we forget the platypus, the beaver's ugly cousin? Or is the beaver the platypus's ugly cousin? Well, actually, according to experts, they aren't related at all.
Platypus.
The platypus is only related to one.
I know platypus from Perry the Platypus on Phineas and Ferb. I was that guy.
Other animal in the rare
know.
monotreme family, the echidna. So yeah, that joke didn't go as expected. Blame the writers. Number 5, Australian Gold Rush. The United States of America isn't the only country to have experienced a gold rush. During the 19th century, specifically
Fuck is a gold rush?
1851, Edward Hargreaves stumbled across a small speck of gold near Bathurst.
Oh.
Post-discovery, Hargreaves dubbed the gold site Ophir, was named commissioner of the land, received a life pension, and inadvertently started a gold rush in Australia. By 1852, 370,000 immigrants landed in Australia in hopes of cashing in on the boom in mining.
Hey, yo.
As it usually is when money is involved, tensions rose between the miners and authorities over goldfield licensing, leading 1,000 men proclaiming an oath at the Eureka Stockade to defend their rights and liberties. After intervention from Melbourne troops, 22 of the 1,000 were killed and Eureka was reclaimed. Number 4, Australian ballot. In 1856, the states of Victoria and South Australia introduced a new system of voting that many countries still utilize today. Dubbed the Australian ballot and later the secret ballot, this voting method made it possible.
Oh, it's like everybody uses this one. Y'all invented it. Y'all crazy. I would say that. I'm gonna drink my H2O to that. Cheers to that. Cause now we got democracy and shit. You dig? Don't look at a man when he drinks his water, bruh. Like look away or something. Let's go.
For voters to be able to cast a ballot in privacy. As the protection of the voters became a growing concern across the globe, the United States and parts of Europe adopted the Aussie means of voting. Traditionally, the means of privacy is a ballot box or booth of a specific dimension. The voters are given uniform cards and a uniform means of marking said card. More modern voting methods have turned to electronic methods, which tend to be under constant scrutiny in the United States. Number 3, Australian holidays. Despite being seemingly in its own world, the country of Australia and the people that devote themselves to it have experienced loss during some of the world's most trying times. To commemorate those that gave their lives during the First World War, which is the first major military action fought by both Australian and New Zealand forces, Aussies celebrate Anzac Day.
Hey.
Anzac Day specifically points towards the landing of Gallipoli on April 25, 1915. During the battle on the peninsula, Australia saw a loss of 8,000 soldiers against the Turkish defenders, who
Dang.
wound up pushing Allied forces into a defeat. For both Australia and New Zealand, the battle molded a legendary image for the members of the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. Number 2. World Records. When it comes to world records, Australia isn't exempt from these feats, even when it comes to comedic value. In December of 2015, some 320 Australians took to the waves, breaking the record for most surfing Santas at one location. In November of 2015,
Yo, that's crazy.
David Richard.
So you just need 301 to break that record. That's it. 301 didn't
broke a record for most bulbs on a Christmas tree by stringing 518,838 LED lights on a 22-meter or 72-foot tree in Canberra to raise money for families affected by sudden infant death syndrome. On March 28, 2008, daredevil Robbie Madison broke the record for the longest motorcycle ramp jump at 106.98 meters, or roughly 351 feet, at the Krusty Demons Night of World Records at Calder Park Raceway.
Oh, I gotta know, like, do y'all use feet or meters? Cause I know more of meters, cause in South Africa we use meters. 300, I just think it's I don't
51
know,
feet at the Krusty Demons Night of World Records at Calder Park Raceway in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Number 1. The Island of Misfit Boys. When you don't want someone in your presence, you find a way to banish them. In 1788, England did exactly that by deporting approximately 763 convicts to Australia, which was to act as a prison colony. Over 50,000 criminals in 60 years were brought to the land down under, but it was about more than rehabilitation. In fact, it was widely believed by England's upper class that criminals were defective, could not be rehabilitated, and simply needed to be separated from those that lacked such defects. In this colony, prisoners were not kept behind bars, but conditions were grim. Sadistic volunteers from Great Britain oversaw prisoners, kept strict rules, and harsh punishments. Do you have an idea for a future Top 10 video? Let us know in the comments section below. Be sure to follow us on Twitter.
It's some facts, you know what I'm saying? It's like amazing. Because it's 10 amazing facts about Australia. Shit hurts. I don't know why. But anyways, bro, y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button. Comment down below which country you want me to react on to next. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that being said, that is it for the video, bro. Join the Royal Babies, the biggest, the is, the fittest, dopest family of things. So let's go. Peace.